So we are back on the Mana Symbol channel with a big, beautiful raid from Seth. Yes, the one and only MTG Goldfish. So everyone in chat say hi to YouTube and the people of the future. We are doing a runback of Esper Urza Paradox House. It's really blue-white Paradox House now. So yeah, people clap. This is an artifact toolbox deck with a bunch of different combos in it. The card we're sort of trying to highlight is Dollhouse of Horrors. For 5 mana, you get an artifact that has 1 mana, tap, exile a creature card from your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of the card. It's a 0/0 construct. In addition to its other types, it's an artifact. It gets +1/+1 for each construct you control. Not for each artifact you control, but each construct you control, which is an important difference from the usual Saga tokens that you're probably used to seeing. The reason that this card is good in this deck is just Urza. Just pulling out an Urza once it's dead is fantastically powerful. And it combos with Thopter Foundry and Sword of the Meek, of course. But we also have Emry. And pulling an Emry out of your graveyard is just going to immediately start generating value. Emry loves dying. We also have Ingenious Smith and Esper Sentinel. Esper Sentinel being turned into a card that's going to scale with the size of your constructs is great. Ingenious Smith is going to trigger again. That's pretty good too. And then also start growing. But the most important thing is with Emry and Paradox Engine, or Urza and Paradox Engine, we get some like crazy wombo combo hyper banana mana, which lets you kind of rip through your whole deck or create a pretty unsolvable board for your opponent. So that can be really fun. And it can be really powerful. The way we're going to try to cheat Paradox Engine and or Dollhouse of Horrors into play is sometimes with Whir of Invention or with the Urza mana. Been kind of tuning this list and variations of it for a little while now. So hopefully we finally found a version that works really well. One of the biggest things was to get off of black, because one of the most important things about it is like Portable Hole out of white is a removal spell. It's also an artifact, so it adds to your density really nicely. That's just something that, you know, is just good. And then you get Esper Sentinel and Ingenious Smith, and these are just, again, just generally good value cards. You need to play white and blue or black because of Thopter Foundry. And you might as well play a good number of white cards because they're good artifact white cards. We're a little bit heavy on mana sources now, but I was finding 22 lands wasn't enough with the 2 Mox Ambers sometimes. You do need the Mox Ambers in theory for a combo, because you can use the Paradox Engine plus Emry to go infinite by playing 2 Mox Ambers out of your graveyard. Paradox Engine plus Emry plus Thopter Foundry actually goes infinite life and infinite Thopters. You play the Mox Amber, with Paradox Engine in play, which untaps your Emry, and then you sack it to Thopter Foundry by tapping itself, and then you just do that over again. So deck has a surprisingly large number of crazy infinite combos. So let's see if we just go get smashed playing it. The other day I was playing like an 80 card Contra Ego style Urian blue-white Urza deck, and well, sorry about that, Tronty. If this is not what you're in for, then the voice music notifications is pretty low. Loud. Wait, what? Everything's quiet? Is that what I'm getting? I'm a little quiet compared to the other two. Still? Huh. Alright, well, I mean, should be louder now. Hey, Scarlet. Yeah, I just switched it over to the song queue, so usually it takes a second to sort of figure out the new balance. And it'll jump up and down, so if any song in particular ends up being too loud, just let me know, people. We'll be fine. We'll fix it. Oh! I'm playing against someone who I know from real human life. Huh. Human music. Kind of like it.
Compadres, it is imperative that we crush the freedom fighters before the
Ingenious
start of the
Smith.
rainy season. And remember, a shiny new donkey for
Well,
whoever brings me the head of
you know,
Montoya.
But not a paid actor? I mean, there's someone I know from real life. They're more likely to be a paid actor, aren't they? Opt. It begins.
Make way for Willie! I said make way for Willie, you bloated gust bug!
So 1, 2, 3. So I can't actually get to Thought Monitor this turn. But I could set up to have it very easily next turn. Is their profession thespian? They could be. I have no idea what they do. Pyrite has the draw card mode, John B. All the spell bombs from the original Mirrodin have a draw card mode. All right. I suppose if they're gonna play Counterspell, I'd rather have them hit my Thought Monitor, which currently costs 4. Sure. They're going to counterspell here. I might get to draw a card if it's Archmage's Charm. If it's actual factual counterspell, I won't. But Felipe, sorry. Althea? Thanks for that Prime sub. Money keeps the channel going. I can confirm that Scarlet definitely was not paid to do any of these things. In fact, Scarlet did me a favor, if it's the Scarlet I think it is. And I have done nothing for them. Literally nothing. But I'd like to. Yeah, I was thinking about it, Pi. It just didn't make any sense this turn. But probably now. So they want to hold out the field? They do not. Okay. They're tired of Esper Sentinel shit, so. Does Dollhouse combo with something? Not directly. Oh, damn. Alright, Larynx, if you're really done with if you're really done with the Esper Whurza deck, that's all you needed to do is throw money at me and I'll stop playing it. Oh, you can still play it. Mord. So now they're gonna field my Saga. Which is fine. Use the good counterspell art? Yeah, it's alright. So we've drawn 2 portable holes when we ran into a control deck. That's obviously not really where you want to be. Tateke, guess the sub to Mord. Totki? Whatever your name is. You're wonderful, thank you. Alright, that's a good draw. Yeah, there's an Urza in my graveyard right now. I'm 1 mana short of getting it back this turn. I kind of just want to get this Dollhouse resolved, though. Totki? Could be. Oh, no problem, Da Vinci. There's a lot of streams on the internet. Canister's only rated me like 1 time ever. So. Yeah, let's get this resolved now. I mean, there's a chance they hit it with, like, like Teferi 5 or something, but it doesn't. I can't hear the sub notifications. Just warning everyone. I'm gonna turn down the sub notifications just a shade. You'll still be able to hear them a bit. I'm sorry that we did a Mario Party stream yesterday. Toteki? Sure. Toteki. My experience, these blue-white artifact shells tend to do quite well against blue-white control. They don't... Blue-white doesn't have a lot of cards to be able to deal with you. Obviously, my opponent's not playing, like, stock blue-white, because they're playing Opt. But, you know, some variation therein. It was Brubeck? Might be Brubeck. I think I want Thought Monitor this turn. I just always want Urza. Yeah, you always want Urza. Triggers. Oh, I guess they plus their Teferi, so there could be an instant speed verdict here. So I won't play my Thought Monitor until post-combat. No, one in my hand. What does it cost? Oh, a single blue. Okay. It will be more. Yep. Yeah, I should have played the Thought Monitor. Out of my graveyard. That's okay, I got the next one next turn. Neat. Hello there, opponent. Can you keep up? Why not Urza Whir? Playing the Thought Monitor, I guess I could have. Yeah. It's a free card. It's a random card, though. It's like, I don't know. It's not always that good. Okay, if they have a Solitude now, they're going to get kind of annoying. But I'm grabbing a Thought Monitor out of my graveyard, so should end up being okay here. Actually, I can grab the Smith out of my graveyard. It's probably better. That's a very good draw. Oh, I'm grabbing a Smith out of my graveyard. I should have done that first, because this would trigger both. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. Dollhouse is very, very powerful, Shauna. The question is it powerful enough given the amount of work you have to do to get it going? That's the more difficult question. Like, the Dollhouse is clearly powerful. I mean, nobody needed to tell anybody that. It's not... Okay, so almost definitely these are not going to make it because there's going to be a Solitude. Are you... Screw you. Screw you, opponent. What the hell? Come on now. You can't have multiple verdicts in a single game. What do you play, 3? How can you draw more than one of a 3 of? That's crazy talk. You'll never do it again. You'll never do it a second time. Five misfortunes? 9 misfortunes? Oh my godder, you got an otter? Emote? We're gonna spin into a land. Check it out. No, that's not a land at all. It's actually a pretty good card. I probably should have put it on the construct in case they have a prismatic ending, because they can't ending the Urza anyway. Oh well. Yeah. I wonder if they've had enough. If you had enough, opponent, I feel it's possible. Actually, let's keep a couple portable holes because they might be on one of the newer builds that's playing Stony Silence. I like this. I don't really think I need Sword of the Meek Thopter Foundry. Um, they might have Rest in Peace. Again, we can portable hold that one, so maybe I'll keep an extra one. We got Metallic Rebuke. Probably want the second Pithing Needle. What do you think about the Infect deck from Vegas? It wasn't what I expected it to be, Thunderwonk, and I have no idea how they did it. I like Fluster, don't like Paradox. Paradox works through Stony Silence Pie, so I kind of like it. Like, Paradox is busted with Urza and Emry. Like, it's a combo kill that just does goofy things. It's not even a kill, like, it's tap 5 pass, though? Yeah, unless you have an Urza in play, or unless, like, yeah, I mean, I agree it's not that good, but it's like having it floating around as a one of is not something I'm really worried about. I feel like the delta for when, like, it comes down and it's gross is just worth the occasional medium draw. Like, we drew multiple portable holes that game that did nothing. We still crushed them, right? So it's like, I'm just not super worried about it. Like, I want the endings. I don't know what their hate's gonna look like, so I have no idea. Herd of Meese. I have no idea. I really think the art for this just turned out kind of medium, but that's me. Yeah, we got raided by MTG Goldfish Nepsia. I don't know what you need the mana for. Oh, for the Galazeth Prismari? No, you don't need Galazeth Prismari. Okay, let's roll like this. I'm actually gonna fill up my water bottle real quick. It is the Faithless Brewing Brew 8-arm slapper. It is from the mind of me. Well, the colors in this hand don't work so good. Yeah, I think that's not going to be good enough. That one, though. This one here. This one I like. Yeah, Dollhouse is kind of similar to that, although the extra 1 mana de Miguel in Affinity is probably going to be more difficult. Than you might imagine. But like Experimental Frenzy being exactly 4 mana is just it's every point up the curve becomes more difficult to get to. Is Red Seal too janky? I mean, I've been beat up by a Luris deck that was playing Seal of Fire recently, so no. Like, Bolt is still very good in the format mode. Or sorry, Shock. Like, it's not like Unkicked Unholy Heat is still a good card. Gut Shot. They called my list spicy in the chat, and they're playing Gut Shot in their blue-white control deck. Interesting. I don't know what's going on the other side of the table, but I'm into it. Oh, I probably needed the Watery Grave there so I could use the Nihil Spellbomb properly. Blue-white changed into Esper. Well, they had a red source last game, Slayer, so I'm going to go ahead and not really say it's a big deal. Like, it's probably just for the extra color for Prismatic Ending. So we're on 23 lands. I'm on the right number of lands, but sometimes things just don't go your way. Sure as hell wasn't losing to Ragavan. Well, I mean, It's not surprising. Yeah, being able to ending for 4 is a really big deal in blue-white. Like, Jace the Mind Sculptor, when they weren't playing the 4th color for their endings. Oh god. I always forget about how awful this feeling is. Okay. I actually want to replay the Lightning Greaves. Not really. This game were in trouble, though. They had a lot of really good early interaction. I wasn't able to trade profitably on anything. Sometimes you're on the draw and you mull to 4. Not 4, 6. Sometimes you're on the draw and you mull to 4. Not this game. Yeah, I don't need the Nihil Spellbomb post board. Again, I'm working on this deck, and I always forget what's floating in and out of it. Well, that's not a good draw. If this Taveri draws them a second card, it's going to be a problem. The way you usually beat on blue-white, as we did in game 1, is by playing a bunch of 2-for-1s. If they start getting 2-for-1s back at you, it's not so good. Like that. And unfortunately, my hand is a bunch of, let's say, questionably playable cards. Okay, this gives us a chance. It does mean they almost definitely have a Solitude in hand. Or they're digging for it now with the Brainstorm. But we've got 2 shots at a land drop. Hit the land drop, we might be able to kill one of these Planeswalkers. Although they can have ending for 1 and the Solitude, so we might be screwed anyway. They've just hit too much selection. Solitude's on top. They put a Solitude on top, that means they have a second one. But they're going to end up Solituding a Thought Monitor, so maybe that's okay. They're not playing Ceremonious Rejection, are they? Oh, they're playing Mystical Dispute. They brought in Mystical Dispute against me. Yup. Alright, fair enough. I would have not thought to bring in Mystical Dispute against this deck, but I guess it makes sense. Alright, we don't need this card. Rejection can't hit monitor. Oh, sure. Annul was, I guess, the appropriate, inappropriate card. There we go. I mean, Annul is in Modern. The one that counters or bounces? Oh, Metallic Sabotage? Steel Sabotage. Steel Sabotage. Yeah. Actually. Alright, 61 card special for now. There we go. Yeah, I guess so. Although Tail's End is not super popular in Modern right now. Jeez. It's really bad if we hit a Spreading Seas. I guess I've got a Bauble. This should probably be another one of the white bridges, huh? Alright, we'll fix that. Needle fetch. Yeah, that's also our fetch Dunistar, so it's really Oh man, come on, I went up on lands for this build. Alright, well. Just not having the best time on this one, huh? That's alright. Yeah, every part of that sentence is now irrelevant, though, Sneaky. Every part of that sentence is now not anything. Yep. Now, do they respond to the Bauble? Yep. Good for you, opponent. You know how to be annoying. They have a Spreading Seas on top. Well, at least it's nice to see it. And not play my, like, only resource into it. Yikes. Well, hopefully they play the Spreading Seas this turn and I get... Nope. Well, we're just not playing land, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, they missed their second land drop, though. Oh, no, they didn't. Pioneer's a fine format as far as I have heard. Like, it's very much playable. There are cool things to do in it. The problem that I have is, like, it's not being, quote, supported. Oh no, they've got Relic in play, and yeah, this is gonna be annoying. Like for me, and this is maybe goofy that I'm sitting here playing Modern at the moment, but like for me, I need to know that there's gonna be some like higher stakes events to play in for the format, which is true for Modern. Obviously, you can't play it at the Pro Tour, but we don't even know if there is a Pro Tour coming up, so. Yeah, well, the thing is, like, all people need to do is play it, and they'll have a time. Like, so I can whir for 2. I guess I could whir for 1 to take their relic. Trying to figure out how to deal with this situation. It's the mold of 5 has just been so punishing. Did MH2 do that much to modern deck prices? Yes. Completely brutal. As long as they have 2 mana, they shouldn't be able to do anything like particularly resolves. I mean, it's not the first time I've seen someone do something like that, but yeah. That's Needle the Relic. Yeah. Oh, that's annoying. When did Solitude start costing that much? Once people figured out how good it was. I'm just doing this because it's basically free. All right. No second counterspell, please. Gosh, bless it. So I had to mull to... I should have saved this for another turn so I could play the Dollhouse. Yeah, that was a punt. I was just kind of tilted that they actually had the second counterspell. I know they have Spreading Seas, and then they hit the land too. Maybe they'll... No, I was going to say maybe they'll play Teferi instead of the seas there, but of course they wouldn't. Okay. Okay, Emry is really good here if it survives for a single turn, as usual. God damn, they have so much hate for Saga. Oh, we're gonna get Kaya's Guiled here, right? Nope. Prismatic Ending X3? Yeah. Yeah, this is ending. All right, land, please, one time. Can I use my one time on my 22 land deck? Yes! All right. Maybe there's a shot.
Compadres, it is
So you're
imperative that we
saying
crush the
there's a
freedom fighters
chance?
before the start of the rainy season. And remember, a shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
It's not easy for them to remove, although they had Disenchant. They did actually have actual factual Disenchant. Okay. Now, heard of Meese, the real question is, do you need everybody in the world to spice up your life? Every boy and every girl? Why did I think I had 2 Thought Monitors in there? Maybe that was last game. Shadowspear is nice, but Needle is nicer. Because the Shadowspear is not going to kill Jace this turn, but Needle kind of does. I mean, when you're used to things like Modern Mord, I feel like Pioneer just feels really underpowered. Yeah, the mana is awful. It's not just awful, it's nonsensically bad too. There's no allied color fast lands. Why? Just because there's not there. Oh, I forgot that they had the field still. God, you're so annoying, opponent. Stop. Just cut it out. Okay, so we'll attack before activating Dollhouse. Yeah, because if they kill my Smith, I want to be able to rebuy it. I know I'm missing a little bit of damage this way. Oh, I should have played a Razortide Bridge for the extra 1 point. Well, now I'm concerned about them not doing anything, but whatever. We're getting flooded like crazy here, so... It's Archmage's Charm? Okay. Ooh, I get to draw a card. Nice. They're looking for the... You can play four color in Pioneer, Demir. Omnath is legal and it's cracked. Like, the fact that Omnath has to be by a very ridiculous stretch. I did not hate killing Jace. I guess. Like, it's needled. What would be really nice is drawing some number of spells. That's really what I'm into here. They pitched for force. So they're planning on booting up the Colonnade here. They didn't want me to have a 4/4 Smith. But if they pay, they can't activate Colonnade? Nice. Yes, well, I mean, I think they were just saying, Roy, that my deck doesn't have any of these so-called spells in it. I don't think they were criticizing the... Well, maybe they were. Maybe they were trying to be extra pedantic. I don't know. They have the fourth or the third counterspell? Third counterspell. Nope. They do not. Spin 2 win. Yeah, this kind of kicks ass. Kid Rock, if I'm remembering who Kid Rock is in relation to his story, that he's the one who took, it was like a 20,000, 30,000 pay cut per live performance on a tour so that the beer prices could be like $2 each instead of like the usual, like, I don't know, like $8. Oh, they're gonna tax it? Veto. Got it. PogChamp. Big Papa. Papa was a rolling stone. Is it, Vija? It feels kind of like Kid Rock kind of doing a Rage Against the Machine thing. Yes, John B. We should have caught that one in the episode when we recorded, talking about the potential dick. No, Kid Rock is not the greatest of musicians, but he's more like a cultural touch point. Like, he definitely stands for something that a lot of people are a fan of. All right, so they tucked my Needle so that they could brainstorm. So I guess they're looking for I mean, you're not like, I don't know. It's like, yeah. It is a lot of stuff, Keebler Drow. Like, it does a lot of stuff. Dollhouse is weird. Two games that match. Game 1 and 3. Literally the two that we won. It is Keebler Drow. It's kind of neat. I'm not going for a long stream, Mord. I am very much high on Dollhouse. I think it's great. I don't think it's good, but I think it's great. It's okay, Larynx. It's okay. He's all the way in Argentina. He can't get you. Mord isn't real. Oh, someone wanted Bastille. Okay, I see what happened. Oh shit, run, buddy. Should have gifted me that sub when you could. Now there's gonna be a reckoning. Yeah, well, Thief of Sanity was really good in standard Thunderwunk. I mean, not really good, but it was good enough. But I do think, like, obviously Dollhouse is awkward to cast. Although we did eventually do it, and even though we couldn't activate it on the turn we played it, like, it theoretically should be good enough if you ever get it into play. And it has proven to be so. I even had turns there where I couldn't activate it because they had exiled stuff, or I just, like, run out of stuff in my graveyard, and it was like, it's fine. Maldekaiser sounds better. Another crazy many-color deck with Urian. Larynx. Oh, it's Urian Reanimator. Wild. Okay. Neato Burrito. Okay, well, that makes this turn a little bit easier. Night Badagaboosh. Keep booshin', bud. Badagaboosh. Hey, I'm booshin' here. I mean, I'm not. I'm talking in a Twitch chat, but you know. I was telling Doomwake he got to deliver the your Rhinos deck list like he's from New York. Yo, Rhinos! Hey, I'm cascading here. What are you playing Void Meter for? Come on, get it out of there. It's ridiculous. believe this guy. All right. Well, that is not a land. Land. They're not playing Counterspell, are they? I guess they're playing 80 cards. They can play whatever they want. You feel their deck is very good. Well, that's great. I'm glad you have faith in my opponent. Yeah, Dom doesn't usually stay on a list super long. So a lot of the time his decks will be kind of underdeveloped. Yeah, exactly. And he's a smart guy. Like, it's going to be a bunch of good cards. Ah, you weren't expecting to see all these blue cards, were you, opponent? Wait. This is terrible news for me. They took my Shadowspear. I guess. Yikes. Okay, so we can cast Thought Monitor here. So that's definitely what I'm doing. I know I could have gotten the Nihil Spellbomb, but it's kind of important to get my own, like, game moving. Yay, I can count! But I can't draw lands. Good lord. 20. What was blue Enchantress? It's an Enchantress build that's splashing blue. If you check my decks, I think it's Seize the Day, Enchantress, something like that. And it's pretty good. I guess next turn we can play Crucible, and then we'll have at least one more land. Assuming there isn't an Archon of Cruelty in my immediate future. I can't tell if they're, like, desperately playing around Esper Sentinel. Like, they just like, won't tolerate giving me a single card, or... Thanks, Sneaky Quetzalcoatl. After Vegas, I feel like I may need a break from Modern until WotC does something about companions. All but two of my opponents had companions this entire weekend, with one of them not having a companion because he forgot to add it. I mean, if you look at the top tier of decks, Turtle Power, it's like half, or maybe even less than half, are companion decks. So, like, I think you just hit a bad weekend. I also think that people really, really like playing companions in paper. Half is still too many. Alright, so neither of the Cascade decks. Blue-White plays Kahira, fine. That's definitely companion. So both the Cascade decks, Murktide. So, and Yawgmoth. Burn doesn't really care. I mean, yeah, they play Luris. I don't really give a flip. So So that's like a lot on the top, plus creativity, plus reanimator. Like there's an absolute ton of decks in the format that are good, that do well, that don't play companions. It's not like, yeah, Titan. Like, I know it's like, I don't know, maybe it feels weird or you don't like it or whatever, but like, Lutri you should be able to grab at instant speed. Like, I don't know. I think you should just like sit yourself down and really try to think about it. Like, I really don't think it's that bad. But if you think so, then, you know, and if taking a break is the thing that you want to do, then go for it. It's not the end of the world. Magic will still be here when you come back. That's one thing that is proven to be true for a truly terrifying number of years. I mean, Jake, like, I would be happy to see him go. It's just like, I don't have that power. I don't have that power. There's nothing I can do to change that. So they are going to get to take my Whir here. Oh, good. Well played, Gay Lincoln. What do you like, Turtle Power? Pox? Or 8-rack? Jiggy, how are companions good against combo decks? I think mostly companions are not very good against combo decks, but I mean, you're the one who's got a problem, so I'm happy to listen. I'm just not. Sure, yeah, but they get like the way they're getting to the win is by dismantling your thing. Like I don't know. I feel like Jund would just do something similar anyway, right? But I get. Oh, if they have a counterspell for my Spellbomb, I'm gonna draw 2 cards. This is definitely an okay trade for me. Okay. Not super surprised to see that resolve, I guess. That's fine, Jig. That's fine. Oh, yeah. If you're not comboing them, yes. If you're not comboing them, then that part of your deck is completely diffused by the fact that they're a companion deck. But like Lurus is clearly the problematic one, right? I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna argue that, yeah, companions are really good against control. I mean, not really good, but they're good. I feel like they help you most in longer games. I think Kahira's just a problem. Well, Kahira's problematic for the same reason Gigantha's problematic. It's just stupid and free. It just shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be so free. Pi, what were you saying? You think their deck's really good? They're not doing an awful lot. Kind of kicking their ass. This is Solitude? On my Smith? I mean, deal? Before I can grow one more time? Okay. I guess it's a lifelink creature. So that's going to help pull them back into the game. They have Marsh Flats on top. I don't actually have to wait to deal with it yet. Well, that is Certainly a touch annoying. I guess their griefs can start attacking too. Alright, well. Feeling very ahead, so I'm not going to... I'm just going to start taking the hits from Solitude for the moment. I'd rather keep my Esper Sentinels in play. Although I don't know if that's wise. See where it goes. Hogmoth! Thanks for that Prime sub, friend. Remember, if you have a Prime sub, you don't have to use it here. Make sure you use it every month, because that Jeff Bezos does not need another gold-plated mansion or rocket car. I know he tells you he does. It's just simply not true. They've drawn 3 of the 4 griefs in their 80-card deck, which I'm sure they are just ecstatic about. You know, I was really hoping to draw, I don't know, anything relevant after the Infinite Thoughtseizes. But, oh, no problem. Oh, you were the person who chatted at me. You were playing, Contra Ego's List. 80-card, blue-white, Urza mid-range, right? So we're taking 9 here. They're not attacking with more? What is happening? Urza Cuckoo Falconbird. Now, I know you're looking for a mid-range deck, and you're looking for a combo deck, and I know I can fit you into this Urza Cuckoo Falconbird. I know what you're thinking. 80 cards. It's a lot of cards. But I'll tell you something, it comes with a Sky Needle. And you think you don't need a Sky Needle, but I tell you, you're going to get into those games, you're going to be playing through those games, and you can go, gosh, I'm glad I have the Sky Needle. I am overjoyed. 2021 Urza Cougar Falconbird. Feels good just to say it. Feels good to say it, you know? Feels good just to say it. We are actually getting in trouble here because I can't draw literally anything. It's not, I guess it's not like they've been hitting that much, but... Now you're thinking about a pool noodle, Goddess Girl. We all need a pool noodle for safety. A combo version of Enchantress. What does that entail? What are you playing as, quote, combo pieces? I just don't have any idea what that could possibly mean. Land. Okay, that's actually a really good draw. Assuming they don't have another Solitude. Zombie Infestation, Red of Harmony. Hate it. Don't do it. It's awful. Hate it. Don't do it. It's awful. Don't. For the love of God. No. Oh! Alright. Things are happening. Things are happening. Things are happening. Of course, they have too many creatures with menace right now for me to survive. Could get back Thopter Foundry to gain some life here. No, I can't. I don't have white mana anymore. I think we die anyway. Well, spin doesn't really... No, I can spin right now. Yeah, I can spin right now. Urza's an artifact right now. Oh, there's a Shadowspear. Yeah. Yeah. Easy peasy. No, they've got 3 creatures with Menace. Smash? Oh, I could have gone for lethal by attacking with Thought Monitor. Oh well. We'll be fine. we'll still end up winning. It's just gonna take another turn. I did miss lethal though. The classic mana symbol channel miss lethal. They're at 1. For those who are unaware, we miss lethal here. Freak, did you see this turn? Did you see this turn? This was insane. Yeah, it's fine, Freak. I'm just... This turn was not okay. We did some very degenerate things. What are you going to do? Hard cast Archon? You can't even crack your fetch lands. They can do it post-combat, but Archon's not going to save them here. I save an Esper Sentinel and it comes back stronger and more powerful than they could possibly imagine. What if they had 2 Archons and a Lightning Grease? Well, then I would lose. I would definitely lose there. So we're just gonna take this. Yeah. All right. Cataclysmic Gearhulk on their side, Roy? It would annihilate me. I would be very, very doomed. All right. Extra graveyard hate seems good. And I don't hate Void Mirror. Yeah, I know, Roy, but, like, it's still, like, a gigantic, devastating blow that annihilates my board. Like, I know how... I remember how the card works, but, like, they're at 1? Yeah, I mean, I'd probably still end up winning. It'd just be, like... Yeah. Keep a creature and an artifact creature? Yeah, but I'm losing lands. I'm losing the Dollhouse. I keep the Dollhouse, though. I'd probably just keep the Dollhouse, Roy, as the artifact. And then keep the Thought Monitor. No, don't keep the Thought Monitor, because the Thought Monitor is a flying creature. Keep the Construct. Because the Construct's still probably going to end up being 2/2, 3/3, 4... Well, I don't know. I'd have to look at it when it happened. I'm just saying, it's not like they could do it and I'd just be like, whatever, opponent. Cataclysmic Gearhulk, can't believe you try that. I would be a Sag. Alright. I don't need so many portable holes. I'll keep 2 to kill your artifact lands. Yeah, unless you choose to keep them. I just need to actually process, like, what it would look like, and it didn't happen, so Is that how that works? That seems like a really weird rider. Among the non-land permanents they control, then sacrifice the rest. Oh, okay. No, it's just weird that it specifies non-land. Like, as if killing artifact lands would have been a really crazy deal. Like, oh, I can't believe it made me sack my artifact lands when they printed the card in Kaladesh. Am I matter with creature lands? Well, it comes in at sorcery speed almost always. I mean, unless something really weird is going on. So I wouldn't think that it would be a big deal. Yeah, yeah. It's just like it's funny that they missed Felidar Guardian and Saheeli, but they like, oh, Cataclysmic Gearhulk. It's making them sacrifice down to one artifact, one creature, one enchantment, and one you looked up Cataclysm now in my brain. Artifact, creature, enchantment, planeswalker, but we better specify non-land. Animate all lands, then blow them up. If you do that, you should get to do that. Like, they don't want Micah's and Vladis to be broken. Fair, fair. Man, why does no one play that in Modern? You know, I feel like March of the Machines, Lattice. You know, the classic combo. That'd be pretty good in Modern. You know, people just asleep at the wheel. You know. March Lattice, 10 mana, permanent Armageddon. Like, what's not to love? Bauble, Springleaf, Nihil Spellbomb. I like the Spellbomb. I mean, I really like the Springleaf Drum, but I don't think I can take it. Well, we'll draw another land. Feels like you could do something there with Stony Silence. No, that's janky, freak. That's janky. Just permanently Stone Rain all the lands. That's for 10 mana. I feel like my opponent is playing like the Grief Ephemerate like Reanimator deck, but they don't know that they're supposed to like do that early. So this is the second time my Ingenious Smith has been bounced by an opposing Teferi today, and I'm just tickled. Like, people just love giving me free cards, I guess. I guess I shouldn't have played Saga because this could hit, yeah, a tapped artifact land. But I'm happy to have this Spellbomb down here anyway, so. Oh, we're going to get Grief this turn anyway, right? They're going to hit their second black and Grief me finally. Mole Drifter. Okay. They're missing their land drop, I guess. I would hate that draw for later. So they're going to Solitude me here. I can do nothing about it. So let's just not. Oh, nope, they're not. Nothing like a good rat jam. What is love, baby? Doop, 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 doop. Considerably more than Rat Jelly. Rat Jelly's not a very good emote. Get that pectin out of here. My daddy always said never trust a man who's trying to tell you pectin's part of a good preserve. Wait, no, we love the pectin. That's... They didn't ephemerate. They have to have a solitude by now. Oh, grief. Sure. It's grief for madness, baby. It's not just smoke. Wait, was this in the same Eurovision as Little Big? Do not tell me this was in the same Eurovision as Little Big and that these guys won. I've never watched a Eurovision. I usually just get sent the music that did well. No, I mean that this is the same, from the same year, Pi, from the same competition. Didn't get to Eurovision? Are you kidding me? Yeah, it says on here that the song won this year, but I just didn't know if they were in the same competition because it said that they were from that. There was COVID. I mean, and I don't know what that has to do with. All right, this is annoying, but we do have portable holes to draw into, 2 of them. I have 2 Mull Drifters and one Grief, so I guess we'll take the Grief. And then it's a Priest of Fellrights. Yeah. There we go. I hope they would. Oh, I don't want them to win because of their fan base. I just want them to win because they're fantastic. I don't know about their fans. I don't care about their fans. I care about me being a fan because I think they're great. They are hysterical. Just the biggest smile on my face. It's just so goofy and well produced. It's that kind of semi-abrasive, goofy pop music, pop electronica that I am just a huge fan of. Unmarked Grave. All right, here comes the Archon. Or Sarah's. Sarah's, okay. So they'll name creature. Funny thing is we can set up bridge to stop them from killing us. No, I'm not Resident Man. So Fiddlebender, that's going to be really good next turn. Fiddlebender needs you to have cards that cost one less than the thing that you want to Fiddlebend into, for lack of a better term. And there's just not any really good 4s that you'd actually want to play. And 4 is a lot, like, you have to get something into play to bend into, in this case, Dollhouse or Paradox Engine. So Whir just kind of works better for this deck as a way to cheat artifacts into play. Also, Fiddlebender really wants Lightning Greaves, and while I am playing a Lightning Greaves, I think Lightning Greaves strongly incentivizes you to play Stoneforge Mystic, which I am not playing, and I don't want to make room for in a 60-card version. It's pro creatures. So if they have a counter spell, I'm going to lose. Counter spell of any kind. But if they do not, okay, I think we just take this right now. So we go 1, 2, I don't want to tap that. 2, 3, 4. Cast the Whir. Have I ever drawn a Paradox in it? Not in this league, no. We ought to play Whir. Get portable holes and make this go away. Shoot. Na 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 na. Aether Spellbomb, you're so good. Boop. I could have played my Lightning Greaves and got this construct attacking too. Oh! The blowout. Well, that was unexpected. Huh. Okay. We're not dead. Sure is annoying. Choose creatures again, alright. Make a bridge. Oh, they have no time to win this game, Roy. I just didn't. I stopped paying attention to it because I don't think it's a very interesting way to talk about what happened this game and how I'm going to win. Crack Lantern for draw? No, I don't need to do that. Emry should get the win. Emry will get the win. But, like, I don't need to try to rush to the Emry right now. I realistically don't think that they're going to kill me. Ending doesn't kill me here. They would put me to 1. But then I have all of next turn to try to get to the Emry, so... If they have ending plus a way to get an Arc on the graveyard, and then... can we bounce her with Spellbomb? We can. She has Pro Creature. We have one... Yeah, it's in our yard. If they exile my graveyard... Well, things could get hairy, but... Yeah, that's currently needled. Again, there's also only Mull Drifters in their graveyard for now, so... Okay. Spin to win. Okay. Oh, whoops. Sometimes my brain. Oh. Oh my. Decent. Yeah, good spin. Another Urza. Play the bridge. Let's play the bridge. I guess we could sack the lantern to draw. Nope. Dude, this is sick. Red 7, you are... Now you can die to priest beats? I mean, yeah, if they manage to clear out all of my creatures. Yeah, this is disgustingly good. I love this music. It's fantastic. Clock Tough, yeah. They found an ending for my bridge. Annoying. I guess we're going to 1. Oh, no, the priest also can attack through. They got me.
Compadres, it is imperative that we crush the freedom fighters before the start of the rainy season. And remember, a shiny new donkey.
Oh, we aren't getting there anytime soon.
Of Colonel Montoya.
There she was. Obviously, the deck shuffles every time. Okay, so we need extra portable holes. I cut that. Cut this. I did dig for Emry. I dug for Emry as fast as what I would have if I had gone for it when you mentioned it. 3 will be enough. Padim. I mean, what we needed there was Thopter Foundry. All right. So we keep this one. Opponent said, lol, I have 15 seconds. Colon, open parenthesis. All right. I'll be right back. About 2 draws? Yeah. Whoops. Chair. You know, everyone says they like the chair stream, but every time I leave him in charge. Every time. You know? It's true. Well, the chat is just very... The chat is very, very distracting. I mean... Tulio Jowdy. Okay, should be on Merfolk. Probably Howdy. Well, we are going to get crushed. But I do have my whole combo. I feel like the matchup here is just going to be awful. Do I have a secret nymph to light brew I'm keeping out of the public eye? No. No, I do not. I wish that I did. What could go wrong? An awful lot. They mulled a 6. That's true, Roy. I definitely would say that if I did have a secret brew going on. So the reason I'm sequencing out the island first and probably the second island after is because I don't want my Hallowed Fountain to get hit with a Tide Shaper. Although, that makes it more appealing. Merfolk, yeah, it should be Merfolk. But the new list is playing like 4 Archmage's Charm, 4 Subtlety. It's a very impressive list. Well, we've been drawing hot fire, so maybe we'll be okay. Love to see main deck holes not getting punished. I do love punishing a good hole. But so if they Archmage's Charm to draw 2, I'm gonna Whir in response to get my Thopter I'm still gonna Whir in response to get my Thopter Foundry. Which should be very problematic for them. Let's find out. They don't play Force of Negation main. At least I don't think they do. All right, opponent. Continue.
Compadres,
well,
it is imperative
that worked.
Crush the freedom fighters before the start of the rainy season.
Yeah, it would be row. You can spin your whole deck out. We don't need Crucible. Probably don't need Greaves. Don't need Mox. Don't need Nihil Spellbomb. Keep the Pithing Needle. Maybe we'll keep the Greaves. I think I want endings for Svalin. I don't need this many Metallic Rebukes because they are an Aether Vial deck. And The Mox or the Springleaf Drum should probably go. Figure it out, Red 7. It's called Figure It Out. I feel like it would be a good spot. I think they're all over the place in mana cost row. Like, they've got, like, 8 2s, and they've got, like, 6 1s, and a lot of problematic 3s. Well, not a lot, but they've got Sphaloon. And then on 4, they have Subtlety. So, not super convinced about... Oh, we definitely want Bridge. Probably want that more than, like, Bauble. The Beatles. We'll go down one portable hole for the Bridge. All right. Oh, yeah. Stony Silence and Karn the Great Creator as a main deck card is very good against Thopter Sword players. I probably wouldn't bother Jig. You can't block the Murktides, can't block the DRCs. So, like, unless you're trying to beat them down, it's gonna be a big Goyf. Like, and it'll probably be able to survive heats. So, are you going toe-to-toe with them in a mid-range way? I don't think so. I think you're going to get Blood Mooned. So, yeah. My instinct would be no. My instinct on this hand is I want to mull it, but yeah, I'm going to. It's slightly better. Yay! Slight improvement! Yeah. This has got to be switched to the second blue-white bridge. Wait, what? Oh, there are 2 blue-white bridges, but there's also that. So maybe we go for another one. Turn 2 Aether Vial. And no second land? Oh, Lord, opponent. I hope you have a Force of Negation. I really hope you have a Force of Negation. Hey-oh! Please, 3 for 1. Yeah, nice aggro deck. Greaves or Bridge? Because we're taking the Greaves. I can't play it this turn. But next turn I can play Urza into Greaves, but I can't equip them to... Yeah, sorry, this is why I didn't attack, because they could have a 1-drop off the vial. Play Urza into Greaves, but I can't get the Greaves equipped to the Construct. Which is fine, but... Is this better than Urza this turn? Almost definitely. And I can defend myself through a force negation. We just end up winning next turn. All right. I think this is correct. Yeah, exactly. And then this means we can equip the Greaves next turn to the construct. And I get to have Rebuke on their turn. I guess I could keep back the Smith to block if they get another Lord, but I'm countering the next Lord. So unless they play literally Cavern. I'm dying pretty quickly, though. They have actual factual counterspell. Or if they have Merfolk Trickster. No, I could counter the Trickster. Because it's going to be on the construct. So the worry here is subtlety. Emry with haste sounds really good. I don't have anything in my graveyard, so I'm looking at YOLO, but... This is a tough one. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I guess if we hit a full miss on this, should probably rebuke this, huh? The way they kill me through that is Trickster into Lord. I can just let this go, right? Smith still blocks their Lord. If they play a second Lord, I counter that. They can't Trickster my Smith. We let this go. We'll just put the Emry on top. We'll be fine. And then we can bridge next turn if we have to. Let it go and bridge? I don't like bridging at the moment. I understand the instinct, but... So they only get to hit me for 3 here. Although this makes lethal next turn way easier. So... Damn fish. Actual factual counterspell. So now I can go land Urza. Equip the Greaves to the construct. Then I wouldn't be able to rebuke. So we'll just attack with the Smith. They can't kill me without another Lord. Land Bridge. Land Bridge is probably better. Can rebuke. Oh, I know I can rebuke. Rebuke Land Bridge? Oh, that's probably way better, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like this a lot. Shadowspear in the yard and Thought Monitor. Pog. Shadowspear onto the Smith and equip it this turn. Is that better than Bridge? Swings in for 5. Gains me 5 life. Seems good. They hit me for 5 next turn. With a Lord, they hit me for 6, 7. It's nowhere close to good enough. Smart. And now we can play Urza into Construct. Construct picks up the Greaves and the Shadowspear. Emry's bigger because of the Lord, it's true. Well, we got a little bit lucky there, but this deck is real scrappy. Kid Charlemagne is definitely a real Cat Jam. Don't we have Cat Jam? I thought we did have Cat Jam. Someone told me Cat Jam disappeared on here. Maybe I just need to get it connected up again. All right. So this is one of my favorite thought experiments. We've got a Pithing Needle in the dark. I have my default right now, but chat, if you had to cast a turn 1 Pithing Needle without any idea on what your opponent's on, so they're not on a companion, they multi 6. Scalding Tarn? So Scalding Tarn was my old go-to. I kind of love naming Charbelcher. I really like naming Charbelcher. Yeah, Map's a good one. Tarn or Misty? I think Tarn would be the one. But I usually just YOLO and name Belcher. Just because if it is Belcher, like, I want to get that turn 0 concession. Name Map? Yeah, Map's a good one. Map is definitely the kind of card that would do very well if you hit. Looks like it's Murktide. I didn't see anyone say Delta, so we would have missed on the first one, but Murktide? Yeah. That's a pretty good draw. I do need to find a land. Yeah, this Emry's definitely gonna die, huh? Bauble in the graveyard, though. And 2 more lands that I kind of needed, though. 1 or 2 said Delta? Oh, my bad. I saw a lot more Misty Scalding Tarn. My old default would have been Scalding Tarn. Misty was a reasonable one against the Cascade variants. They did not immediately kill my Emry? Apparently it's Christmas. So I could have cast Whir this turn, but I think this is going to be way better. You don't want to waste your Saga activations. I should probably look at the top of their library when they fetch, when or if they fetch. And then Saga gets me a Soul Guide Lantern to clear out the yard. Just get it nice and tidied up, you know? Just gotta get that tidied up. Yeah, I think we'll hold the Bauble now that we know Emry's dying. I'm wondering if I should Whir for a Soul Guide Lantern right now and knock out their graveyard. Dollhouse seems expensive. Dollhouse is expensive, but whirring into it isn't. Whirring into it is usually very manageable. Case in point, this game in front of you. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Spellbomb. We're playing Spellbomb instead of the Soul Guide. Smart. We're gonna upkeep Spellbomb them. Or Spellbomb them in response to an Unholy Heat. Yeah. There's just no way, like, you know, if they get me with Unholy Heat in response, I don't really care. Beijing, how's it going, friend? They did not. Okay. This is looking pretty good for game one. Okay. Still looking kind of dead here, opponent. I guess they could have Archmage's Charm. Not that I'm really worried about it. Lethal? Oh, okay. Whatever. I think we'll leave one needle just for engineer explosives. Paradox Engine is a bit of an ask against Murktide, but I don't mind Dollhouse. Daemora, I'm pretty sure they were digging for the bolt. Because you saw them cast multiple counterspells over the first two turns. Or not counterspells, like cantrips over the first two turns. I'm pretty sure they were digging for bolt. So Crucible against Blood Moon sounds bad. But Bridge sounds okay. I probably want the Rebukes in here somewhere. I feel like just having a good threat density is probably a good way to go. Right. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, they just kind of got on the back foot and we took it away. Okay. This is fine. We bought him the Dollhouse. Hopefully they play a turn one threat. So I get to use my portable hole on one. Looks likely. Sorry, Dark Throne. This is killing my head. Just so noisy. Normally I don't try not to skip people's songs unless they're like really obnoxious, but just today I was like, ugh, can't deal with that. Hmm. Because I'll fetch basic planes just in case of eventual Blood Moon. Okay. So this is the number one turn. You don't want to just jam into their counterspell. Obviously, this is Murktide. It's not like blue-red or blue-white control or Blue Moon, but still worth not doing. Now, if they go land into Dash Monkey into hold up counterspell again, all right, then we got to start making moves, but I think this is the first time that I've ever heard a song where the singer sounds like they're saying let me leave, and they're actually saying that instead of let me live, let me live. And I love that. Because the follow-up is run away, so that is what it is, and I'm just overjoyed about it. Exclamation point SR followed by a space followed by the name of the song that you would like to hear. If you think it's a very popular song and that YouTube may have many variations of it, and the one that you want is not the most popular song with that name, I would highly recommend adding the artist. If it has a long music video, I would recommend adding the word lyrics. Because it just fetches whatever is closest on YouTube with that name. And, sorry, the first one that comes up. So popularity, I believe, also. This is an unimpressive hand from Murktide, which I do not mind. But, I have no idea what's in their hand, but I'm not going to waste too much time thinking about it. They gotta counter this, right? Yeah. I had a feeling they had Dispute because they shocked in the other turn. They didn't do anything, so I played the Smith into it. Sorry, I didn't mention that I did that, but I did. Okay, if they sack this, I'm gonna sack my Relic. I know my Thopter Foundry's in the graveyard, but this is enough to make a reasonable Murktide, and I just don't really feel like dealing with that right now. So yeah, I lose the Thopter Foundry, which is it means the sword is not great, but we can win without it, no problem. It's just like one of the backup plans that this deck has. Bam. They have definitely flooded. And if they have a Blood Moon, it's like way worse for them than it is for me. I would not be surprised if Blood Moon was at least one of the cards in their hand. And they just kind of couldn't realistically do it. Oh, that's fine. Opponent, you're dying at an alarming rate. I mean, not that I mind, it's just... Oh, whoops. Punt. Well, I assume this is, for lack of a better term, the real song. Tactical Float. Like, I know this is a theme song for an anime, but it... Like, usually the song is longer than what you hear in the on the show cut. It's like there's more to the Pokemon theme than you hear on that. There's more to the Sailor Moon theme than you hear on that. Like, Usually they're much more of a full song. You'll eventually hear it in the movie. I've never seen an Evangelion. The anime I've watched includes Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, the original Dragon Ball, Death Note. Most anime that people have recommended to me has gone really badly. Really, really badly. I don't know, man. I was recommended Angel Beats. They said, "Oh, the music is so good," and I was like, "Okay, sure." And it was not good. Everything about that show was just confusing and bad. Have another counterspell? I mean, sure. You're at 2. I recommend Monster. I did hear good things about that one. JoJo's has come up a lot. The problem is the kind of people who have recommended JoJo's to me that I know, I can't trust their recommendations. Like, it's I don't know how to better describe that. Do you like fantasy? Well, I don't know. So they have another counterspell. This would be the third one. I'm not doing anything else. Double Dispute would be a kick in the teeth. What American TV do I like? Okay, I've liked Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul for both the acting and the characters and some part the goofiness, some part the intensity, like the way they balance those two factors. I love The Simpsons and Futurama as comedies. For the sort of like, I don't know, cultural commentary, and I don't know, like I like a lot of shows. You watch The Simpsons too? From time to time. No, that's fine. Jeez. This flood is unreal. We might lose this game. I honestly can't believe we could lose this. Oh, thanks, Roro. Yeah, I had a good time doing those. Being a voice actor would be like a secret dream job for me, so. Aether Spellbomb for the win? I mean, there's so many things that could win us the game here, but like we're just not drawing anything. Mountains of Mayhem, since you gave me the most detailed feedback on JoJo's, there was that one ridiculous character in what, Full Metal Alchemist, like the big jacked military guy, and I kind of feel like JoJo's is just an entire show of that guy. I can't believe we lost that. Have you seen Attack on Titan? I did not care for it. It really felt like they just like they blew it in episode 1, and I was like episode 1 was so intense, and then it just like goes off in this other direction where it's like randomly like almost like a high school thing with all these kids in a training camp. It was, I think Metallica's good for the matchup. Maybe. I just don't know what I'm supposed to have it for. Just Greaves is kind of... It's not that it's bad. I just couldn't figure out what it was good for. Sword Art Online was awful, awful, awful. I was like so interested in the first episode, and then it was awful. Ugh, I could not believe how bad it was. The first episode, I was like, oh, this is gonna be really cool, and then no, it was so bad. It was so bad. Thorpe and Sword is not good because you exile. I only have one piece of graveyard hate that exiles compared to the two that don't. I've never even heard of Ninja Scroll Gay Lincoln, so no, I haven't. I really liked all of One Punch Man that I saw. Spice and Wolf. Okay. I like your music recommendations, Red 7, so I will trust your anime recommendation. Well, I can't keep that. Oh my god. Why is this happening to me? Oh, Hetalia was yeah, I think we throw back on Urza. Hetalia was entertaining from the small amount I saw. Urza's gonna be so bad here though. Like they have so many counters. They have Mystical Dispute. Like, oh, Death Note is the best anime I've ever seen by far, in my opinion. Oh, except for the second half, which was garbage. I couldn't believe how bad it got. Like again, it was like halfway through they just like, you know what? Screw this. It really felt like they fired all the writers and they were just like, no. You guys are making a good show. Stop. This needs to be way more memes. Way more anime tropes. They seem berserk. There's an amazing amount of anime I've not seen. Thanks for the Prime sub there, Doof Monster. While I was espousing on anime I don't like. Is The Simpsons an anime? No, Doof Monster. The Simpsons is not an anime. Do I just cycle this? Yeah, probably. It's an okay draw. I guess I can't play Thopter Foundry now. I mean, I can, but if they just have Dispute, I lose it. But I should start pounding through whatever counter magic they have. I have to do it eventually. You want a song list, Mounds of Mayhem? I think. Yeah. Okay. Well, I can afford this thought monitor. What is this? Petty theft. Do I just want to sack this in response? I mean, I do. I don't know that I should. Yeah, why not? Keeps my artifact count enough to... Yeah. It's like, it's fine. It blows out their petty theft. I still have something out of it. Can you play Lurrus in this deck? Not as a companion. You could, Mike Belfado, but at the moment I'm not even maxed out on Emry. And Lurrus doesn't work with Paradox Engine the same way that Emry does. So it's like... Normally Lurrus is like very reasonable as an Emry approximation, but in this deck in particular, it just doesn't do what you actually need it to do. Urza number 1? Sure. No, they're not slow rolling their spells anymore. But like again, we're just like brutally flooding, and I don't understand why. So many games where I can't find a land, and then this. Yeah. Holy jumping. Triple expressive iteration draw in their top 20. Alright. I would really like to draw one of my Metallic Rebukes. And there's a ton of reasonable stuff we could draw. That one would be great. Bauble. Fine. Whatever. Mythical Dispute. Oh no, it's actual counterspell. Right. Dress down? Oh, come on. Ah. At least I get the construct. Can what? Well, it's only a 1-for-1, and I still get a 1-for-1 Roro, so it's not like they actually like blew out my thought monitor and like, oh, they got so much value off that dress. And it's like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I kept in Engineered Explosives. If anyone, or Pithing Needle, I kept in a Pithing Needle. If anyone's curious. They have another dress down on top. What is happening? All right, well, I finally found a Metallic Rebuke. And while I can cast it this turn... Oh, they have Delirium right now. Yeah, this was a big mistake. Yeah, I did not read how that was going to play out. That's on me. It's on me, chat. They did this to me last game, too, I think. They popped out their DRC with Delirium, and I just kind of wasn't expecting it. Hopefully they try to defend it here. No, of course not. No, they're just patient to wait forever. So they drew the other dress down now, so my Urza is going to be not great. Unless they tap low enough. I need to find another piece of graveyard hate to make sure that this, like, that we don't get Murk-tided. Strand, you say? I suppose my opponent drew one, so I may as well. They're up a number of cards in hand exactly equal to the iterations they drew. It's another EE on 1? Yep. Okay. Where's Freak? Freak, I'm coming for your title. Oh, I did the same thing again. God damn it. What a spaz. All right, we're gonna play the Urza. It's gonna get countered, and I'm gonna scoop because I'm done with this. I'm just I can't with this game. Like, what the hell? I can't even do it. All right, off it. The misplays or the flood? Oh, the flood. Yeah. Just awful. My God. That was unreal. The flood was just biblical. And the 2 games in a row, too. Never the misplay? Oh, I misplay all the time. I'm just like not coming for Freak's title of misplays. Like, but the flood versus screw Delta. Not so much. They vaguely described it, but they didn't fill me in about it. Do I want that land? Yeah. Oh, we finally found Belcher. Probably. I guess I could Emry instead of Smith here. But I can Emry with Greaves next turn. A second Sentinel is definitely where I want to be. All right, if they don't have a super fast hand, we're going to be fine. It's not a Shwinen Shinen Shoju. Okay. Interesting, Roy. Don't turn to me, OP. They're going to do it, aren't they? Well, technically I could Needle here. No, I can't. Mox next turn. Blood Moon on top. Well, I was ready for the Blood Moon to come in this turn, but I wasn't ready for it to be on top. Do they have it? What are you talking about, Carrion Lich? I am so confused by that. You do know at the time, like, there was an attempted standard Belcher deck. I really don't understand that comment at all. Can't believe they designed Belcher. Really? I can. Not having lands in your deck wasn't really something that anyone figured was possible. So much. Yeah, like the card Belcher is not any kind of problematic thing. Well, we're drawing an awful lot of cards. Actually killing them fairly quickly. Oh, we're dead. We got real close. But unfortunately, they have... Well, did I draw it? Did I draw it? I did not draw it. Okay, but these are easy matchups to sideboard for, usually. I have Void Mirror for Pact Negation. Force Negation? Pact Negation. I don't need it. It's just something I will consider. Yeah. I don't need it, but I would definitely consider it. Yeah, it's like it's free. It's better than Portable Hole. Portable Hole, technically I could whir into a Portable Hole to snag the Pyromancer's Attention, so I'll leave one. And Paradox Engine could win me the game on the spot. Nah, I don't need that. All right. Void Mirror seems like fun in a deck with 4/0 drops. It's really not often problematic, but I see your criticism. I just don't agree with it. I get your theoretical problem. I really not a problem in this matchup. Like Emry grinding out Baubles is not normally gonna be where we want to be. All right, this has got to be good enough. Yeah. Like, we're also playing Urza. Urza casts free spells. Are we worried about that? Not really. They mull to 6. Yeah. So I think I'll take Islands. Eventually you want to cast the Urza. Yeah. It's like, usually you can play around these kind of things. Bridge is good here. Even if I get turn 2 Blood Moon, we're going to be at least kind of okay. No, it's Striker Rich. Oh, I can't play this Emry this turn and hold up Flusterstorm. But I can play Urza next turn and have Flusterstorm, so that'll be good enough. So I can play the Greaves this turn or Emry. Emry's probably, well, I still get to activate Emry at basically the same speed, so. Oh no, I can do both. What am I talking about? Milled over a Thought Monitor? That's nice. Nothing to cast this turn. Oh, I could move the Greaves and hit them for an extra one. That's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. But I did screw up. As usual. Storm count 1. So this is for 2. They only have 1 floating. Send it. Good draw. Good draw. Let's just keep drawing like that. That would be tremendous. As not bad. All right, we got lethal on deck. It's all you, baby. Rude. I don't have green mana. Why do they keep doing that? Like, what? So I was hitting y'all with the Jiminy Glick. The what? 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 What is it? What is it that you thought you were going to do there? Because it seems to me that you wanted to kill me. And I disagreed with that. All right. Is this good enough? It's like almost definitely not. They take a mulligan? They did take a mulligan. I'm gonna try it. Okay, they kept their 6. Good draw. Gets us moving and shaking. So this is fine. Because if they cast Blood Moon, I just let it go. Obviously, it's annoying that's going to hit my Saga, but I'm letting this one go. Yeah. Perfect. Bloody great. Esper Sentinel. Gar. Strike it rich. Results. Threat secured. I guess this is problematic in that it could get so eventually gonna let them veil. Bonk. Little Sentinel. Just a little bit of Sentinel. Poquito. They're gonna let me draw here. Pog? That's yeah. Okay. Now we're cooking with propane. So you gotta be real careful with whatever they play out this turn. Oh, unless it's that. That's fine. Easy 4/1s all day. It's easy when you're this good, Roro. It's easy when you're this good. That's game. So we're going to let him start casting spells and then probably Whir for Damping Sphere. Recross the paths? Oh, maybe we're just going to kill them. I can rebuke this, right? And then I can Flusterstorm a Veil. Let's do that instead. They're in a ritual and then pay? That's cute. It's the best way to like. Do I just jam the Flusterstorm here? Yeah, because they can't force or pact. Yeah, it definitely stops them. I'm just like trying to prep for the worst case scenario. With Charbelcher needled and they only have 2 cards in hand, like their alternate win is not easy. If they have Force of Vigor, they can't really do that. They certainly can't Pact of Negation me right now, so it's like... Okay, so let's play a Whir here. No, because I can't play the second one. Oh, yeah, sure, row. I just... Sorry, row. I just wasn't optimizing it. If I get the Damping Sphere, I can Whir for 2 again. So let's do it for an extra point of damage. 1, 2, 3. Well, I could Whir for 1. Is there anything worth worrying for? At the moment? Not really. Just hit him. Just get him dead. All right. So 4/1 with Wurza's Paradoxical Dollhouse. With the Dollhouse actually doing some seriously heavy lifting in a bunch of the games. So definitely going up on lands was helpful. Paradox Engine didn't happen at any point this league, but I still like having it. Just as sort of like something that just floats around and is like kind of nutty. You can definitely cut it for like the extra Thought Monitor if you were so inclined. We need one more Razortide Bridge or maybe one Darksteel Citadel. But I really don't want colorless sources in my mana base in my Whir of Invention deck. So yeah, the fact that you're playing the Whir toolkit means that it's like sometimes you can have these one-offs. Going down to 3 Emry felt fine. Down to 2 Thought Monitors was fine. This is all roughly in balance. I think Nihil Spellbomb probably should just be Soul Guide Lantern, but like we did draw off of it being a main decked semi improvement on Nihil Spell or on Soul Guide Lantern like a couple times. We get to exile their graveyard and draw the card, so because we already want the third color for sideboard prismatic endings a little bit. Although I didn't really board them in much. The only one we lost was against Murktide, where I just flooded out mercilessly in game 2 and 3, and maybe misboarded in game 2. So I'm not really worried about that one. Although that does seem like a tough matchup with the way they're running their sideboard right now. Yeah, no, seemed good. Seemed like we had the right selection of stuff. Where is Aspiring Spike? Well, normally he wouldn't be streaming at this time. I'm assuming he took today off because Vegas was incredibly draining. Like, how could it not be? Doomwake also seemed to be off today for what I assume are the same reasons. Eyelash as well, so probably at home or on the way home. And anyway, sorry. So if you are in the future and you're watching this on the YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and check out any of my other videos you're interested in, and see all of these wonderful improvements on Whurza's Paradoxical Dollhouse, which I'll be talking about on the next episode of Faithless Brewing.